second channel people and underground secret garage fanatics. Right, where are we at? We've got concrete halfway up the wall. I can confirm we've got no water getting in. There is no more water creeping in under the floorboards. I took the fan out completely so I could keep an eye on the hole and the the bit of the vent pipe coming down. That's always dry now. I've changed the bird cage on the top for a mushroom cap, so that rules that out even more. So that is all good. Now, thanks you, of course, to everyone that's bought the Milk and Tea t-shirts and the hooded tops. There's a few of them left on the website now, but I've managed to get some more mugs in stock. Now, they've got white insides rather than pure red, so I hope you don't mind that, but they're on the website now. That's all good. Right, let's get cracking and, keep on going, Colin. Oh, thank you very much, of course, for 1 million subscribers. I've not got the play buttons yet, so I can't do the whole, I'm actually quite overwhelmed by it, really. The fact that this channel has got to 1 million subs in, what, like 3 months or something, 2 months? Quicker than I ever thought it would be. So, much appreciated. Right, I better get on with it, ain't I? Okay, concrete pour number 3. And we've got membrane. There we are. So, we pull this polythene up. That goes down pretty much till just past where the clay finishes, because there's no point having that up against the rock, because the rock's very well draining, and also you want the cement to key into the rock. Well, I do anyway. Let me just get a little bit of muck on the lens. So we've got all that round. That goes all the way around the whole thing. At the end there it's a little bit tricky. You probably can't see that because there's nothing to hold it up to, because there's no wooden structure because we're under the garage roof. So today's concrete pour is going to come up to the guttering, if it was to have any, if it was outside. And then after that we've got to sort the RSJs out. There's another RSJ got to go horizontally, and then we're going to bring this rebar up to just over the top of that, so it all ties in with this top slab, and then we can do another concrete pour which will put like a bit of a wall up here. We won't come over, we won't come across the whole thing because that's going to be done in lightweight concrete. Right, there's a cement lorry going to turn up any minute. Wow, that's beautiful! Right then, today's little job, wrap the other 2 services. Electric, covered ages ago. Gas, water main, still to do. And also sort out my little faux pas of when I melted through it. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the whole length of it in blue poly, put the 2 couplings right at the either end, so hopefully if we want to change it, we'll be able to dig through, get to them, pull the whole thing out, and then maybe one day do it all in one continuous length so there's no joints in it, because I don't really want joints anywhere near this. And then I've got some more pipe which I've split, which I can wrap round it. Beautiful! Right, that's got all this covered over. We've got the gas, we've got the water, we've got the electric. Very nice. We've marked them, of course, as you should do. They're all nice and protected now, so when we cover them in concrete, if we ever want to change any of them, they're not set in stone. They can be dragged out either end. Very nice. Right, my next job is to cut down this RSJ down to size. That one, did that one before. I've took this big RSJ out the way at a minute, because what I'm going to add is another one which goes horizontal across there, and that's going to be a lot easier to weld if that one's out the way. And also it was always a bit precarious, and last time we'd actually knocked it and it fell down the back. Well, of course it can't do that now because it's full of concrete, which is very good. But I've dragged it out the way, and then we'll get this all lined up. I've got my little laser level on here and stuff like that, but I've also got another level, because technology, can't always 100% trust it, do we? So it's good to check it twice. So I'm going to get those 2 bits cut, clamp the old horizontal bits across, weldy but weldy, and then we can drop the RSJs back on, which will be quite easy then, because obviously if it's got a horizontal bar to sit on, we can just lob it on and then slide it across or whatever, and then it just needs lifting up because I think it's set slightly lower at the minute, just with how the plates and everything are all going to work out, and also so I can get around it with the welds and stuff, so there's not like a funny joint that you can't really weld properly. Now then, that's all I know. But this is all good. I might give this a little bit of a brush up. This has gone way rustier than I ever wanted. I mean, apparently it doesn't matter. It forms a barrier, but this does look a bit worse than ideal. This bit's took longer than it should have. But you know, I'm only one person. Okay, but now for a different type of update. Okay, so 2 videos ago I introduced you to the sponsor Incogni. Now this is a service that manages your online personal data. Now, every website you visit, every service you book, every form you fill out leaves a little trail of personal information of data online. And then this information gets compiled into like a virtual folder and sold on to a data broker. Now, data brokers can then use this information against you, or people that you don't want to have access to it can get access to it. So, I set up my own Incogni account and it immediately found 46 data brokers with my personal information on, and I've seen some people have over 200. Now, within 15 minutes, it got my information removed from 6 of them, and had I done this myself, it estimates that it would have took me 3 hours and 45 minutes. So now, with just over a month past, it's got me off 32. Had I done this myself, 24 hours that would have took me. But if information like this is left, then potentially criminals can take out loans in your name. Things like health insurance premiums can go up depending on what your online activity is. And I have noticed a definite drop in cold calls from people like diesel claims and PPI sales, etc. So if you want to take your personal information back with Incogni, use my code and get 60% off! Okay, let's get some RSJs in. See how we get on at cutting these, because last time with the other one, I didn't make a very good job of it. But then I was precariously standing over a massive great hole, whereas I haven't got that now. Right. Oh, a bit mucky, aren't they? Colin, come on, you're going to wear safety glasses and at least they're going to be clean. Right, I think we'll start off with the grinder, and then we'll move swiftly on to the reciprocating saw and maybe a bandsaw. Oh, the battery dead. Right. Lovely job of that, Colin, but now it's the tricky bit. Get my haircut tomorrow, boy do I need it. Did I tell you how much I hate reciprocating saw? I think I may have mentioned it. Can't do that because it'll go in my face and I'll end up being a safety poster. Let's put a new blade in our reciprocator, because I think you are the tool for the job. I think you are. Do you know what? I think I might move you guys, because you're a bit far away, ain't you? Closer now, ain't you? Right, watch me ruin this. Oh, wait a minute, there was the speed thing on here. Where's the speed thing again? I can't remember where it was. Oh, it's here, isn't it? 2. Let's try that. That'll ruin it faster. You still can't see what I'm doing, can you? We're just here for the ride, it don't matter. Oh no, I'm not looking forward to that. Oh, what are you working there? I can't see that. What's I try to do it? There we go. And let's hope it's the right height. Is that the most safety equipment you've ever seen me wear in one shot? Probably is. Well, that's a big old steel bar. And what a shock, it's raining again. Come on, weather, give me a break. I'm fed up with this now. Right, today's little job, as it is absolutely peeing it down with rain, is to rub these down, get rid of all this rust. I don't know if you can see it on this camera, film it with the other one. This one is particularly bad, and so is this one. And then just go around all the walls, clean them all up. There's some little bits here where the condensation has sat, and then like WD-40 them up and maybe put a bit of wax on. So, now I prefer to be up top sorting all the RSJs out, but I'm not getting that wet. Okay, my second rainy day job is to get rid of this cable going down the wall here. Now, of course, the tunnel used to end here when it was all just blocked off, but of course we've got an extra 200mm now, and we don't want the cable going up the wall like that, because I'd say that's downright sacrilege. So what I'm thinking, we'll take this off, because I haven't welded these on yet, drill a hole through here, drill a hole in the same place at the bottom, thread it up this bar, you can see that, you can see it's a bar. So bring the cable up, bring it along, down into the switch. We'll have to slot, there's a load of extra slack and stuff in here, look, because I knew I was going to move this, but I didn't know where exactly. Originally, I think I was going to have it in this room, but there's no reason why it can't be in here. It makes perfect sense. And then, like, I've cut a little slot out of that bit at the minute, make that massive, and then, like, put that across there, weld it up there, weld it up there. Hopefully, I won't melt the cables when I weld it up. If I do it in little bits, slowly, so it never gets too hot, should be okay. And then do that, and then that's that done. And then hopefully it'll stop raining and get some RSJs in. Now, normally when you put a bit of metal, normally when you put a cable through something, you want to put a rubber grommet around it, you know, to stop it snagging or shorting out. But because this is such a thick piece of metal and there's this other little bit of plate that comes down, it ain't going to work very well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to shove the cable through like this bit of tube here and kind of sleeve it in that way. So it's like a linear grommet, as I will come to say. That might actually be its name, who knows. Right, challenging part of today, part one. This RSJ has got to go on here, level. Obviously going to be reasonably tricky on my own, but I've got a plan. I'm going to clamp these bits of wood underneath where they need to go. Clamp them up there, and then I can slot it on and kind of slide it towards it. And then when it gets here, I'll be able to clamp them to that, get them sort of nice and level, which, I mean, if I get these bits level, be level anyway, won't it? So I'm going to do that. I'm going to start off with doing this one. Some little bits of wood to clamp around the back, very nice. Right. Oh yeah. Not that there. You can't even see that, can you? Terrible comment. I've got no hammer down here. It's been one of them days where I've just been back and forth to the blooming shed, getting tools, but don't have a hammer. Got another clamp, that'll do. on. Oh, I ain't cleaned the thing yet. Wait a minute. I'll turn you back on in a minute. Got a hammer. Right, that's that sorted. Right, let's get in a mess. You up on there. Oh, you know what? Bloody easy. I think you smashed the technique. Look at it. Put you in there. Hold on a minute. Okay, that was actually quite swift. Right, this is all nice and level now. Very nice. Now basically what we're going to do, we're going to weld this like this to the uprights, and then these plates here will slot in here, and then there's another big plate here that will sit on there, and then the other RSJ, the big one that went across, will sit then on top of that. We never actually welded that other one on, which was quite lucky really, because it's made this job a lot easier. So that's what we're doing. That's that side done. Very nice. Beautiful. Right, I'll do it all again over there, which arguably is going to be even harder because the garage foundations are a bit lower. Right, it's got sorted. That's that one done. That's that one done. Ooh, made a little improvement on my straps, look. Rather than tying them through like this, which of course is a right pain every time you want to change the thingy. Oh, Colin, got some of these little hooky things. Oh, very nice. It's only a small thing, but it makes all the difference. Got the RSJ beams in yesterday, then of course it absolutely thundered it down with rain, so we had to cover it all back up again. Now I've jacked this one up, cleaned underneath it, put a little car jack under there, flicked it up so I can clean all the moisture out of it. This one's not in the right place at the minute because the gas pipe technically needed to go through it, but I've been thinking might actually get the gas pipe moved. I wasn't going to do that beforehand because I wanted to get all this bit like concreted and covered over, but I don't think I'm going to do that now. I think I'm going to complete the whole thing and then do that. But anyway, I'll talk about that another time. So I might just shove this one near to where it needs to be, leave it sat on the old horizontal. I might weld a plate across here and then bolt it to it, because the whole point of these in the interim is to keep the pressure of the walls from pushing in and then kind of squeezing the roof up. So they're sort of like braces really at the minute. So I'm going to lower this one down, weld it up there, weld it up at the back. Colin, point the camera where you should do. And then that's that one done. And then we just need to extend the rebar. Let me flip the screen down a minute. This rebar's got to come up to like, well, it's got to come right up to just above here, and then I've got a load of loops. So we're going to get that in, shutter all this off, and then there's just another bit of concrete to put like a little bit of a upstand wall all the way around the outside to like this sort of height. And then once we've done that, it's actually time for more digging. Now whether I do that straight away or wait for the weather improves, we'll see how I feel, because at the moment I'm a bit annoyed with the weather, as you can imagine, because for like 2-3 months I've been doing this, it's just been horrific. Right, let's weld this on. Very nice, Colin. Got me welder. Oh, I mean, look, crawling down there. If you look at this job and think, Colin, this looks a bit of a mess at the minute, or this looks like a horrific job, you'd be right. I've got a lot of things to change once you've done this bit, but I'm sort of baked in to the system I'm using. So yeah, this next bit is going to be a lot different, but this is what happens. You live and learn, don't you? You get better, you change your methods. Right, weldy, weldy, weldy. That's not going anywhere, is it? It's quite funny, I was watching Grand Designs the other night, which for those of you who don't know is a British TV show where people build like elaborate funny shaped houses, and the welds on one of the RSJs have failed, and then Mrs. Luckman, look, those welds have failed. And then I was like, are you saying my welds are going to fail? And then I looked back and I did not get the face of someone that was confident in my welding. Huh. But I think that'll be all right. Surrounded in concrete, baby, you'll be fine. Right, I'm going to shove you across roughly, get some rebar up. I shall try and explain this gas pipe issue. So here is the pad for this RSJ, and it is on this side of the gas pipe. But through here, you cannot see on that side, which means the RSJ would have to go across the path of the gas main. Now, I did think about cutting a slot out, sending it through, and then welding it or bolting a plate on. But let's face it, that don't sound very good, does it? It's going to compromise the strength of the steel, and we risk smashing the gas pipe up. So I thought, we've got a bit of time on our hands now. Let's ring the gas people up and see if they'll come and shift it. Although I'm saying this, I've not rang them up yet and asked them how much it's going to cost. It's going to cost a fortune. We'll slot the blooming thing over. Because, you know, if this is just a brace, once the concrete on the top and all the rebar is set, these don't really do anything, apparently, according to Structural Dude. But they'll do something, won't they? But they're not in the calculations. So if one of them is compromised, it won't matter. But anyway, like I said, let's do some rebar. Okay, rebar lovers, this is the thing. Brought the rebar up to here. And I've had a load of these hoops made up because it's easy to buy them pre-done to the schedule or the plan sort of thing. And then we basically slot them on there, tie them all up. So we said about 65 mil above this, then they go all round, all the way around the outside, all nice and level. And then once we've done that, we've got some wood. I'm going to shutter this off, and then we'll pour up to about this height here, and then that will be like our final bit of concrete until the next bit, of course, which is the massive slab which goes across the whole thing. But we're going to do that at the end once the rest of it's made. Yes, so a lot of bit of tying. I'm not filming much of this because I just want to get on with it. It's not raining. I'm sure you can understand. What's this thing in the sky? I know, crazy. Right, look at that. That's looking good, that is. We've got it all shuttered off down the bottom here. We've got this bridging out, ready for some mesh that will go all the way over the roof. That's keyed in to the bottom down there. You probably can't see it very well, but it's all strapped up to it. I've put this bit of wood across here because I noticed when I was filming the other camera, it had a slight banana to it, so that's stiffened that up. The pipes and everything are all coming through there, very nice. The end bit's all shuttered off. So all we've got to do now, oh my god, I've got a shadow, what's happening? Put the lid back on this bit, and then obviously work my way down the side here, doing all these hoops, and then do exactly the same as this, but down the other end, underneath the garage, which is going to be a complete nightmare. Beautiful people. It's not as bent as that, obviously, that's the camera lens. Please don't worry. It's not that bad. Right, let's go and do the rest of it. About the current allegations. I'm out of town, but camera feed I will be watching. Warmest regards, sincerely from the corporate office. And if you don't, there we go, I've got the other side sorted now. Never filmed it because it's the same as that side, only this side was a lot harder, but obviously because I can't stand above it because I'm underneath the blooming garage foundations. There's a couple of bits here which I've sort of semi-missed out because obviously this beam is not in the right place, so that needs to be able to slide across. But I'll be able to sort it all out once something else has happened, and then at some point this bit here is all going to get chopped off because obviously the drain needs altering, so that whole bit will probably be exposed a bit more, and then I'll be able to get the steel work down there. Yeah, it's all right, I'm not worried about it, so you shouldn't worry about it. And then over here, I nearly forgot this because I've got the concrete coming today. Oh god, I'm falling over now. Got a vent. Got the vent here, it sticks up here ready. The next bit of concrete will only come to there, so it'll just be semi-submerged, so I can still get around that to weld a fitting on. And then that's probably going to come along here and then stick up the side of the garage or something somewhere. I was going to put it in the garage and I still might do that. I haven't decided yet, I've not ruled it out. Right, that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. I think the next one will be a main channel video. So there's this one, main channel video, then we'll be back on here. I may have a small break because I've been working on this constantly for quite a long time now. I feel like now I've got this bit done, the next bit's going to be a bit easier. It's a bit more copy and paste because obviously we've just got this, which everything joins onto, and then we'll do everything in the right order next time. Hopefully it's going to get a lot easier. Right, see you in the next one. If there is a sponsor for this video, thank you very much. I don't know yet. I've not got that far.